Welcome back everyone to the Hello World Guide. This is another episode of the Asteroids game in C++ series, and in this video we are going to make a high score system for our game and create a system for storing the high score in a file and then reading that file and also being able to show it on the main menu, like telling the player where the high score is. So we'll be doing all of that and it's going to be pretty awesome. So in order to begin, you can see that we have got a bunch of different variables here. We are going to add a new one in our game, which we are going to call high score. It's going to be of type size, because, well, that's the size, or that's the type our score is, so we're going to make it the same, of course. And now let's go under game.cpp, and we of course need to actually create a definition for that, and we'll also include fstream for file operations. First let's create a definition for that, game : high score here. Then we'll go down here in the init method, and when the game actually initializes, we are going to say std ifstream, and we are going to call this file, which we are going to initialize with the score.dat. You can set the file name to anything you want. We are going to read this, and we are going to set its mode to be binary and in. Because we are taking input, we are going to set it to in the flag, and the other flag we are going to set is going to be the binary flag, which is means our file is going to be stored in binary, not in text format. Then we can just say if our file is open, then we are going to just say file.read, and we will use the reinterpret cast to basically force our high score into a byte, into an array of bytes. So we'll cast it to a car pointer, and we'll give it our high score here. And then we'll say size of size underscore t as actual size, because of course we want to write this number of bytes, so we'll convert that, and then we'll tell it how many bytes we want to write. Okay, that's pretty cool. Now let's go ahead and actually update this high score. So whenever we call the begin function, before we reset the score to 0, actually first make sure you close the file after doing this, or else it might cause problems. So we're going to go here and check if our score is greater than high score. If that's the case, we're going to set our high score is equal to the score, and then we'll open up another file, which we are going to, this is going to be this file, ifstream. This is going to be ostream, because we are writing now, and the same name, but the bits, the flags are going to be binary and out, not in, of course. And we are going to check if the file is open. It might fail, so we don't want to have our program crash at that. So we'll say if file is open, then we'll just write to it. We'll use reinterpret cast, but this time we'll use const character pointer, and we'll pass in a high score as the address of that, and then we'll say size of size t here, and that's quite well. We are going to close the file here. If the file does not open in the reading functionality, that just means the game is just booted up or reset it, and that means we should basically ignore any problems and just go on with our work. However, if it happens that the file does not open when we are writing, that's probably an error, so we'll just let the user know by printing it to the standard output. We'll just say fail to write high score to file. Alright, now of course this does not actually help the user to see the high score, which we need to actually display. So we'll go up here and we'll add another text element. Since we have got a lot of text elements, let's just rearrange a bit here. We are going to add a high score text element here. I'm going to move the font up along with the score text, and this is the actual gameplay element. The score text is the only gameplay UI element, and these two are the game over screen elements, and the rest is the main menu elements. And now let's go under game.cpp, and we are going to define we are going to rearrange this as well, and we are going to make sure we actually like that. Let's rearrange this, and we are going to make sure we actually define the high score text here as well. Now we can initialize it, and for that I'm going to copy the functionality of the score text and basically paste this here, but we are going to replace this with high score text. And the other thing we'll change is that I'm going to take our this loading stuff and put it at the top. So before we initialize anything else, we'll do this, so that when we get here, we have already loaded the high score if there is one. So we'll just say high score text dot set string, and we'll set it to high score colon, and we'll use std2string method to convert the high score into text, and then we'll put that string together with the high score label. Alright, and now we can copy this line and go down here when we update our score, and we can just paste this here, which means that whenever we update the score, we'll update the string of the text as well. Of course, you must not forget to draw this high score text. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That should be a pretty good high score system for our game. By the way, one thing you need to ensure is that actually doing the loading in the begin writing in the begin section is incorrect. We need to do it when the game is over, because if the user exits through the menu, then it will never be called, and that would be problematic. So we need to do it inside of here. When the game is over, we just need to calculate the high score. With that, it should work. So let's go ahead and run that, and hopefully this will work this time around. So you can see that it says high score 0. I press enter to play, and I move around a bit, and oh, actually the game was over because an asteroid spawned where the player was. This is a problem we'll fix soon, but for now let's press enter and play another game. And I'm going to shoot this asteroid, and let's shoot this one as well. We have got 20 score right now, and for example, if I collide with this asteroid like that, I can press escape to exit to menu, and it says high score is 20. So if I go and close that out and run this again, you can see it still says the high score is 20, and I can press enter to play again. For example, if I make a score of 10 like that, I shoot this just one, and I go up here and collide with this, you can see that it says press escape to exit to menu. If I exit, it's still 20. The high score is still 20. Compare this to this situation in which I go ahead and actually manage to make a score of 20. So let's go ahead and try that out. Yeah, let's see whether it works or not. You can see that I'm shooting that asteroid, and now I've got a score of 20, and if the game is over again, I can go to main menu, and it says that the high score is 30, and of course it writes it to the file so that if I run it again, it still reports it correctly. So yeah guys, that is pretty much it for this video, and in this video we implemented our high score pretty well, and we have got most of the series implemented, and it is quite well. So yeah, we are going to end it here, and in the next videos we'll apply a couple of finishing touches and fix a couple of problems with our game before moving on to the next series. So if you got any cool ideas about the next series, let me know in the comments. I'll see you in the next one. Make sure to like and subscribe as well, and share this video with other people, and I'll see you in the next one, and bye.